Hey everybody, Skinny Mitch here. Welcome. Thanks for joining. While I'm at it, please like, subscribe, and share. You do me justice when you do that, all right? So, today I want to conclude where Tom and I left off last time. Where we left off was he was having problems with the scope and running out of turret elevation and windage. So we replaced the element with another hawk on the Avenger 25 cal, and for both guns Tom went and got shims. So both scopes are now shimmed, and he's going to explain to you the MOA and all that stuff. But real quick, in my last two videos I messed up twice explaining the differences between the wood stock and the synthetic stock. So real quick, I just wanted to go over that with you. On the synthetic stock, you have a screw on both sides right here that goes through and goes in at an angle and pinches up against the lower air tube. Okay, and if you own an Air Venturi Avenger, you know what I'm talking about. If you come over here to the wooden stock, it does not have that. Okay, now in other videos I pointed to this screw, this fastener, and that was the mistake I made. So I wanted to point out to you guys that that's the difference I was talking about, and I liked that they went to the effort on this one to not have the screws going into the air tube. Nobody liked that. Alrighty, so I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to set you up on Tom and let him explain to you what the MOA adjustments and everything was on this and what it was doing.
Yeah, the problem I had with the Picatinny rail on both of the Avengers, I had the element scope, and I ran out of elevation. At 60 yards, I couldn't raise the crosshairs up enough to go out any further. So they ended up getting a 20 MOA shim for both scopes, and I installed those. They were really simple, and I was able to back my turrets down almost a complete turn and a half down, so I got all kinds of MOA back. So solved the problem, and everything's good. So resighted everything in. The Avenger 22, as most people know, the JSB 18.13 is its favorite slug or pellet. Also the new H&N Barracuda 18 is right up there as well, and I was surprised to find that a 19 grain, the Crossman pellet, was third, but a close third, which was a nice surprise. And the 25 cal is the 25.3 grain pellet. It loves that. On the 20 grain pellets that I bought with the H&N, doesn't like them. I haven't found how I can get them to group yet. I'm still in the process. I was at 1900 psi on the reg with 4.5 turns on the hammer spring, and that's as much as I could get, and it was shooting like 930 plus feet per second on the 20 grain. The 25 grain, it shoots the 870, which is the sweet spot. So I'm in the process of, the next option is to go decrease the reg pressure down. I'll probably start around 1400 and leave the max hammer spring tension at 4.5 and work my way up so I can get it toned down, so I can get the feet per second on the 20 grain in that 880 sweet spot, and then to see how it groups. So that'll be coming up in the future. But yeah, it's nice with the 25 grain. At 50 yards I can shoot pretty much half-inch groups, so really happy with that. So that's kind of the state of the union for the guns right now. But yeah, happy with it. We're shooting today, and with the 22 basically right now, shooting half-inch groups at 50 yards. So, and that's with actually that's with the H&N Barracuda 18. So anyway, so that's about it for right now. Anything else that Mitch that we want to mention?
Well, I wanted to bring up that they came out with a new chassis for the Venturi Avengers. It's a tactical chassis, and during my research on that, because I was looking to see if I got a different chassis, if it would support the barrel more. But the tactical chassis actually has less support. But in my search, I noticed that this, and I'll tell you the name, this company has a slip-on barrel band, which is supposed to help with POI shift. Kind of like the gauntlets when we got them. Everybody had to put a barrel band on there because if you just tapped your barrel, it threw your POI off. So if you put on, you get your scope all dialed in, you get it shimmed. Whether you use shims or no limit mounts, both will work. And you're still having POI problems, I would suggest looking into getting that barrel band. I've heard a couple people talking about it, and it seemed to solve their problems as far as POI shift after you get your scope dialed in, okay? So as far as that goes, that's about it. Like I said, I just wanted to update you guys on where we were at and what we were doing because of where we left it last time.
Yeah, one thing too that we didn't mention, the wind. It's really gusty and very, very breezy. So being able to shoot with the Gauntlet and with the Avengers, we're at 50 yards. We're shooting as low as half-inch groups in the gusty wind. So I think that's pretty darn good.
Yeah. Otherwise, if you guys see my video that I did before this, shooting at Mrs. Frankie, we call it. I shot 6 shots, only went through the hole once.
But it's big. It's a 3/8 hole. It's really tiny.
Oh, I said 3/4. Oh well, you guys.
Well,
It's
whatever,
3 feet.
whatever. But it's
Oh, okay.
it's half. It's I think it's less than half an inch. It's pretty. It's half-inch max. I think it's a real small hole.
Right. So I guess we'll leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me just leave you off with a little Air Venturi and some 22 Gauntlet action. I actually even brought my brake barrel and my 25 caliber Gauntlet. So anyway, like I always say, be safe, have fun. I'll see you on the next one, guys.